Hello again and welcome back. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. Yay, peak of the week. And we are going to do the same thing we did yesterday. I pulled out 3 cards from 4 different decks. I've got the Empress, the Hanged Man, and the Tower. And this should make for some interesting reading, right? I have the 3D Tarot, got these mixed up. Okay, the Circle of Life Tarot, Mother Peace, and the Thelema deck. So we will get these and start at it. Thought this might be interesting. It was a lot of fun doing that yesterday. Okay. There's 1, 2, and 3. And I'm that deep in cup number 2. Alrighty. And now this one. What do we need to know about for today? Pick a card. Pick a pile. Okay. I know I did that weird. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. And let's get to it. In pile number 1, we have the Hanged Man. And I'm going to scooch these over just a little bit so I can have some room for these. Okay, we have the Hanged Man and the Hanged Man. We have the Empress and the Hanged Man. So we have 3 Hanged Mans. And we have the Empress. And this is all about a decision that you have to make. All right. It's all about a decision that needs to be made. And then we have the Empress as the 4th one. And I'm going to shuffle these. This is my go-to deck. The one I use most often. That is very special to me. We all have that one deck, right? Anybody who reads out there knows what that means. Alrighty. And I'm going to pick 2 cards. And I did use 4 decks because of yesterday. I think I only used 3 yesterday. Maybe I used 4. I don't know. Okay, we have the 2 for that one. Now, I'll go ahead and read this. This has been quite a struggle. Here I go. Excuse me. It's been quite a struggle, but as you can see in this 7 of Wands, you were on top of it. It feels like a struggle, but you're still on top. You're still coming out ahead of the game. This whole decision-making process is something you're very passionate about because both of the cards that came out are Wands, and that's a fire. That's fiery energy, passionate energy. And you're waiting. It feels like you're waiting on something. Okay, with getting the Hanged Man on here and then getting 1 Empress. This is telling me that you have the ability to manifest what you want. It's up to you. If you look in this card, she is touching a mirror and looking at us as if to say, tap into the other side. She looks like she's in a deep space, and she does have some spirit around her, and that's what I take from this little guy kind of overlooking here. Okay, so you need to be manifesting what you want here. And don't feel hemmed in. Don't feel like you're hemmed in. Ooh, excuse me, good heavens. Get creative, look around. Get things from that new point of view, that new perspective that you need. And if you will notice, in every picture, the Hanged Man has an aura about his head, or a halo, whatever you want to call it. These two seem to be in the day, during the day, because I see blue sky. And this one looks to be over water, which is also agreeing with this, tapping in to the other side. This one seems to be by night. These two, he's connected by a snake. And with that being said, or at least I'm taking that as night, because that kind of looks like the moon. It might not be the moon, but it might be the day. But with these two being that he's held there by what looks like a snake, I would say examine what's holding you. Examine what's holding you back and keeping you from the decision that you need to be making. And pay attention. Pay attention to the battles and where are you in this battle. Don't let your emotions get away with you, because this can potentially work out in your favor, especially if you do tap in. And don't lose your head. Okay, with this pile we have the Tower, the Tower, the Tower, and the Hanged Man. Oh, this way. No, this way. Phew. Okay. And I'm drawn in this Tower card to the fact that this individual who's hanging here has got wings. And also the moon is behind here, which anything to do with the moon tells us that we don't have all the facts. Now, there are roots going down into the ground, and there's also a snake right here. So I'm hearing snake in the grass. So this, whatever this is, you need to make a decision on. Pay attention to people's behavior. Pay attention to how they answer you. Give it some time. Just like the rope, my dad would always say, give an idiot enough rope and he will eventually hang himself. So if this Tower moment has to do with an individual that you need to make a decision on, just hold your peace. Don't answer too quickly. People will usually give themselves up in a situation because they can't stand waiting. Okay, let's go to the Tower cards. And this one looks like the Tower is still pretty intact, but there are two people falling. With this one, more of the Tower is being affected where the lightning is hitting at the very top of this one, it's hitting in multiple places in this one. It still looks like it's intact, but it's being affected more overall than this one is. Now with this one, someone is calling down the destruction. And there is an eclipse going on in this card. This feels like an instigator, very much like this snake in the grass here. Someone is instigating this. And be very careful when you make your decision, when you come to your conclusion on this. Seek after some higher wisdom. And I go there only because of the wings being here. Of indicating guides or guardians. Okay. Well, number 3 pile, we have the Empress. And this is going to be all about Empress. Simply because all the towers and hanged mans are over there. And we did the same thing yesterday, didn't we? Okay, the Empress is all about pregnancy or something cooking, something brewing. Nope, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. We have a Tower card here. I'm sorry. Okay, we have the Empress cards. We'll go with those first because this is all about something cooking. This card depicts the Empress in pink, which is a very happy color. It's not one I particularly like. I'm rather allergic to it, but it's all about the divine feminine because of this shield here. Now, there's some masculinity in this too because she has the staff, and the staff and this wheat here are standing out as very phallic to me. Notice there's a waterfall in the background, which very often represents spirit. With this Empress card, there is a mirror. There is also what looks like almost an altar dedicated to ancestors. There's also a hieroglyph type thing here and a statue, a carved rock. There's roses, and she's laying in the grass covered with an animal skin. And the animal covering, there's also a bull back here, which is another card that relates to the masculine, the divine masculine. And with this covering, this feels like almost a spirit animal or a guide. But definitely there's ancestors here. There's also 2 snakes depicted. So walk carefully in whatever that is that you have cooking. With the Thelema deck, the Empress is depicted with a halo around her head. I don't see one around the others. They all have crowns except for this one. But she has a crown and a halo. She's also has a scrying ball in her lap. And it looks like there is water behind her with a waterfall. There is also a shield. So she has the shield very much like in this card. She's wearing a green dress, which green is representative of abundance or new life or fertility. This also is all about fertility, the symbol of female. This Empress also has the staff, which is also phallic and representing the divine male or the divine masculine. She looks very confident and poised. So I think she knows and understands what it is she's manifesting, what she's growing. But with this Tower card here, we're going to have to be very careful. The whole tower, again, is not affected, but it's affected from the top down. And there are two winged beings falling from this tower. This looks much like another eclipse. Which one? We saw the eclipse in this card. And it almost feels as if the body language of these two individuals that are falling from this tower are throwing rocks. I don't know if they're throwing rocks, but they may be swatting them away from them. And that's the debris that's falling from the very top of the tower. This feels like something that you will recover from. It may be a case where you need to back up and reassess. Look at the details again. With the snakes showing up in here and the water, you need to tap into some spirit and see what exactly is you need to retrace or retract. All right, I didn't do the cards here, so I'm going to go back to that. More information for stack 2, please. Okay, now this Tower moment and Hanged Man feels very much like a couple. We got the 2 of Cups. We also have the 8 of Rods, which is fast-moving energy. It could be a message that's coming in. And this feels very much like a breakup, and it came suddenly. But also be wary of not having all the facts in this, and just wait. Bide your time on this and wait to see what other information comes in before you make the decision that you're going to have to make on this relationship. Okay, more information about stack number 3 and the Empress. 3 Empresses and this Tower. What else do we need to know? And we get 2. Okay, we have the King of Wands, and notice all of this is Wands except for this Cup card. The King of Wands is very stable, passionate fire energy. The Page of Wands is new, is a new offer. It's youthful energy, and the King is more mature. This almost feels like this person has been in a relationship with 2 different people. Someone more youthful on the passionate end, and someone more mature, someone more stable, someone very youthful and spontaneous, and someone more stable and secure. It could be 2 people, that the 2 people that are facing off in this situation, or it could be that someone is needing to make a decision. Maybe they've been involved with 2 different people and it's all come crumbling down. This could also be the 2 people involved. One is youthful and immature, and the other one is more mature and stable, and that's why this has come crumbling down. Kind of lean more towards two separate people because of them facing off. All right. I hope one of these resonated with someone today. If they did, give it a thumbs up, a like, a share, and leave me a comment. Let me know how it's going. I'll post it in YouTube, and I'll also post it on Facebook, and you can just comment on either place. Alrighty, well, I will get busy on a couple of projects I have going today. The shop opens at 11, so I'll be out there at 11. We still have the yard sale items. I'm not dragging that stuff out today because it's kind of rainy, and I'm not sure about the weather. I haven't looked. But if you want to go through it, I made a comment on a couple of posts where someone is in some need of some clothing. If you want to come and look through this, that's fine. You're more than welcome. I will let you in the garage to do that. And other than that, you have a good day, and above all, enjoy the journey. Blessed be.